Hello, everybody. Time for another week of D&D. Not gonna lie to you, I am extremely tired today, so I may be taking a little bit of a back seat tonight, but we're just gonna let all the shenanigans roll and see what hell happens. Let me go ahead and get undeafened here and get everybody else in here, and we'll get on with the show. Hello.
Oh, hey, hi, hello.
Man.
That crossbows.
Hello. Map changed.
Road.
Oh, don't tell me it deleted my notes from last week. That would be horrible.
Giant one. There's your notes.
Let's see. We all upgraded to level 6.
Oh, sorry.
Funny, I just unpacked the rogue model too, and she starts yipping. Oh, baby.
The fuck was that I just
What a
heard?
stretch.
That was a good stretch. That was good. That was a good one. I felt that over here.
That was a good stretch.
It almost sounded like I heard something pop. Like, damn.
That's how you know it's good.
You know.
Is it Corvallis Glaive? Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Sweet.
I had a calf cramp that was so bad in the middle of the night, it woke me up, and my calf has felt like it's strained all day. It's been horrible. How's everybody else's week been?
Would you take the calf to the vet?
Yeah.
Vacation has officially started.
Woo!
Fish. It's been hell for me. God.
Lots of stuff.
Fuck yes. Apparently they were just like, we're gonna try to throw everything out to lead up to Memorial Day weekend. So y'all have fun. Enjoy all that bullshit. Fuck all y'all.
Well, I guess better to get out of the way than to come back from the holiday and have it there waiting for you.
I guess. But, at least the day after the holiday, I'm expecting it. And I'm just, it's going to be a bad day. Oh, well, get it over with. Like that I'm expecting, but every day beforehand, they're just like, here's a lot of extra work. Fuck off.
Dustin, how are you doing, D-Bag?
I'm here.
That doesn't sound too exciting.
Yay.
Yay. How's the new place?
Oh boy. Anybody else want to talk? I'm good.
Well, cool. Smurf, Remy, how you guys doing?
Chilling, dog.
Wishing this damn diet medicine would quit bother the hell out of me.
Did you say diet medicine?
Yeah, I take a once a week shot.
Oh.
Suppressor and stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha.
They get all bloated and everything.
Well, I guess to recap last week, you guys woke up and you were supposed to be summoned to go and meet the town speaker, Duvessa. You also were going to meet up with the sheriff's deputy, Ogric, who you had met prior. Ended up going to a shrine of the Triad, 3 gods that this town seems to worship. Met the little cleric there, whose name is Cyric. Gave you guys some with a pretty good charisma roll. He ended up giving you guys some free health potions and some discounts on some other ones you bought because he believed you were the ones the gods sent to save them from the giants. You were all late for your meeting in the morning, and Cyric seemed to accompany you because he was beckoned there as well. You went through the city streets, finding your way to the town hall, ended up meeting with a few prominent individuals who expressed their concern for the giants looming outside the city gates, and also tried to quickly get to the bottom of your intentions here in the city, whether you were there for help or there for harm. They asked if you'd help defend the city against the giants and offered their help as well. Duvessa was the only one who stayed behind. You each got to control an NPC and went into the fray to fight some giants. As you made your way through the city streets, you heard a booming voice say, "Hand over Artist Simber or die," as rocks began to catapult through the air, land on various buildings, destroying the town around you. You raced to the city wall and met Droofy, who was the large female giant who was leading this party. She gave you a few opportunities to basically surrender or hand over Artist Simber. You guys decided to meet her head on, and you fought her, one of her trusted bodyguards, and 2 of her pet winter wolves. Seemed to make quick work of them, and after that, looted some of the bodies. You all seemed to survive the fight and wound up back at the inn at the end of the day.
Stuff.
What?
What's this seamed stuff? We all seemed.
you seemed.
good.
Yeah, there's we may have some mortal wounds to some people that might not have been diagnosed.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we'll see. The you guys made your way to the inn where Duvessa, the speaker, the sheriff, the deputy, Cyric, the cleric, the knight, I forget his name right now, Sir Barrick. They all meet back at the inn. Seems that the townsfolk begin to sing your praises, and they are going to feast you this evening. So that is where we are going to start off.
They're going to feast on us?
Yeah.
That's what I heard. What?
There seems to be a couple bards up here performing in the corner, some of them doing spoken word poetry, talking about the defeat of the giants. The other one in the red up here playing on a flute and making kind of some lively tunes. Everybody seems to drink, be merry. There's plenty of food. This table that you were at is the guest of honors. The table to your south seems to be hosting the sheriff, Ogric, Sir, let's see, who else is there? Duvessa and Cyric. Sir Barrick didn't seem to want to partake in tonight's events. But with that, anything that you guys would like to talk about or go over, as there seems to be a party going on?
So, guys, that whole battle took a lot out of me. I know I'm just fresh of being brought back alive, but there's something really wrong with me, and I need to figure out what the hell is going on and how to fix it.
Yeah, you got a few right in the chest. That look, it hurt.
What's wrong with you? I know what's wrong with you. You haven't had enough grog. More beer. Beer wench, bring more beer.
I don't think beer's going to help.
You seem to have a waitress dedicated just to serving your table tonight. Beer and food are on the house. Drink your fill. She drops off a few more flagons, leaves them at your table.
Where's Where's the Padre at? He's got some splaining to do.
He is down here at this other table to your south.
All right, I'll go up to him and say, "Hey, well, who's this person that they were after? Got some splaining to do."
Yeah, it looks like everybody else at that table. Go ahead and roll a perception or an insight for me, please.
Perception or insight of both of those.
Wait, do I need to roll something?
18.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Perception or insight.
Yeah, if you guys would like to make a perception or insight, you can. Brezek went over to talk to.
Yeah.
Talk to Sirik, the priest. So with those perceptions and insights, you guys notice that everybody else seems to be enjoying tonight's festivities. It looks like there's something weighing on his mind. As you go over and press him about it, Brezek, he kind of looks around. I didn't. I'll come join you at. And he kind of looks around, and the sheriff kind of gives him a side eye, and then he says to you, Brezek, he goes, "Well, artist Simber, he's my dad."
Is that dude old?
This guy?
Yeah.
He's like middle-aged.
Oh, okay. So I kind of aged him myself in my own brain.
No, you're good.
All right. Cool.
Kind of a little bit chunky, like I mentioned, this is this church and this temple is kind of a place that a lot of places go to pilgrimage to kind of prove themselves. And so I think that a lot of kind of younger priests end up making this trek out here. So yeah, he's kind of like more on the younger middle-aged side, human. And yeah, he lets you know that artist Simber, is his dad. And he actually, I haven't seen him in years. We have a close family friend that runs our estate, but I could possibly reach out to see where my dad might be. I don't know why they came here looking for him. If any of you would like to make an Arcana check, feel free.
Oh,
Cool.
wow.
So you know that there's certain types of magic that allow people to kind of look in on others, like scrying, certain types of magic that allow people to find people. There is, especially, you being a tiefling and things like that, there's a whole type of blood magic that allows people to be located. Unfortunately, one of the small drawbacks to that blood magic is that it can also lead people to direct relatives. So with that nat 20, I will just flat out tell you that what you probably know happened is that they were trying to find artist Simber, and it led them to his son.
Okay.
Hell of a 23 and me.
Yeah.
You had 23 in you? What?
I could not hear. Turn down a little bit. Papa Smurf, can you talk real quick?
¿Cómo estás, señor?
There you go. I got
Yeah,
you now.
that's better. Yeah, it was a little low. Still music lively playing in the background. You see is Ogric every now and then kind of gives the sheriff a look of admiration.
I look over at her and I just like give her the nod, like, go talk to him. Go.
You So you're just slamming beer after beer, trying to find the liquid courage. But yeah, Sirik, he doesn't know. I don't know why they'd be looking for my dad.
Call the old fart up. Find out what the hell's going on. And have yourself a beer.
Well,
Beer
I wish
makes
I could.
everything better.
Yeah, he's part of kind of a network, I guess you could say, and he likes to go out and adventure. But I haven't seen him in years. But this could be a problem if they keep coming looking for him.
Gotta figure out what the hell is going on. I mean, we can leave. This is your home.
Well, actually, when you say you're leaving, like the sheriff and actually everybody at the table kind of looks up at you guys like, "Oh shit!" Like you guys might
Yeah,
leave, and then
Yeah, we're fucking off. You don't think we're sitting there with giants? I mean, I can't speak for my companions, but fuck giants.
Yeah. The Cirque says that he'd well, so I'm just curious, have you guys like Caracas, have you like divulged to him or to anybody else about like what goes on with the magic?
Oh yeah, I would imagine. I basically everything you told me, I had conveyed at that exact moment.
Okay. Then at that, he would definitely have more of a sense of urgency with what he's telling you guys. And instead of offering to write a letter to their family friend, when you mentioned leaving, I could possibly, I don't think it would be safe for me to stay here and leave the town in danger. But if you'd escort me, to my father's estate, maybe we could find more answers. And I'm sure they'd welcome you.
I don't escort anymore. I did that once when I was younger, and I just needed the money.
Can't you just reach out and scry somebody?
Well, unfortunately, my father's kind of he likes to stay. It's very hard to find him. And as far as scrying magic, I don't know if there's anybody with that type of powerful magic here in the Bryn Shandura. I also don't know if this magic, people can look in on magic like that. This seems like conversation I'd rather have face to face. If they have magic that's obviously helping them track me and my father down, I wouldn't want to put him at risk.
And I'm probably just being dumb. This guy is also the cleric from the temple, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the one that thought you guys were here from the gods and gave you guys your healing potions and stuff.
Okay. Well, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but if y'all are wanting to leave in such a hurry, I need to figure out what the hell is going on with this. And at that point, I look over at the clerk and just go, yes, good. You have healers in the temple, right?
There's a couple other that are studying, yes.
Do you think they'd be able to look over me and maybe tell me what is going on with me, what is wrong, how I could possibly fix it if they can't fix it themselves?
Can't fix ugly.
You're stupid.
I'm sorry.
We help all of those that pilgrimage out for healing, but in many cases, it's up to the gods themselves on what they decide to do for you. We'll be more than happy to take a look, but what seems to be ailing you?
Well, you see, I had a little bit of a run-in with something rather bad. It hurt me really bad. every single time I'd use any of my magic, just it drains all of my energy from me, more so than normal, and nothing I do makes it better.
Don't forget the new awesome tattoos you have.
I was trying to hide that little bit of information.
Sure. Yeah, let's leave that part out. Ouchie, ouchie. Have no idea. Strange markings. Oh, whatever.
May I see the tattoos?
I pull a human skull out of my bag from the loot and go, all right, show me where they touched you on the head. Beer? Need more beer.
As there's beer immediately brought to your table, as well as a couple nice big whole fillets of fish. Sirik would like to look at your tattoos. Caracas.
Okay, fine.
Drop them.
Take it off.
Exactly.
Take it off.
Bend over and touch your toes. Let me show you where the white rabbit goes.
I don't really remember it being there, but okay.
No, I'm just making
Oh, you
jokes.
remember when it's there.
They're not. I'm just making jokes.
As he kind of like rolls up your sleeves, begins to look at some of the, markings around your wrists, immediately recognizes that's infernal. And with a quick religion check, he realizes that there's definitely some type of ceremonious, ritual magic. And he kind of rolls your sleeve back down and he goes, yeah, maybe we should look at these within the confines of the temple. Tonight probably isn't the time or the place. But we'll do our best.
Okay, just as long as I can get this figured out.
As you hear him kind of whisper under his breath some words to the triad. Go ahead and you guys can give me another insight check. About
Just
talking
insight.
go about talking to Sirik.
Nothing.
So Hopham, you're the only one who picks up on that. And maybe it's just, the drunken master in you. You're handling your liquor well. There's still seems to be something subtly that Sirik is still like, there's still something he's not being honest about or holding back.
One of the moments where you're just taking a sip of your beer and he's saying things and you're just like, oh no, something don't feel right. I'm just waiting for fucking Punglo over here to start drinking from the damn skull.
Ogric, finally, you see her kind of scoot a chair over, and she goes and before she walks over your guys' table, slams another beer that seems to be on the table there. Oh, that's not Ogric. This is Ogric. She tells all of you if you're going to head out, there's actually something. If you wouldn't mind that I'd ask you to do for me on the way out of town, but it's something I know the sheriff has been wanting to get taken care of for quite a while, but I haven't wanted to leave my post, and I'm glad I didn't. But there's a few members of the Brighthelm clan in Ironmaster, and there's some of my clan folk. They've sent reinforcements to Bryn Shindur on multiple occasions, but they might have some resources. It's hard to get around in elements like this. But if you wouldn't mind telling them that we might be at war with the giants. I'd be very grateful. And like I said, they might also have some things that might be able to help you get around. My older cousin's name is Gwert. She'd be the one for you to look for.
Did you say squirt?
Gwert, it's Gwert, last name Brighthelm. Gwert
Word,
Brighthelm.
okay.
Work. Okay.
And where are they?
They're just in a little town. They're the Brighthelm clan in Ironmaster. So it's a little town called Ironmaster.
Where are we taking Padre?
Well,
I wasn't writing notes at the time. I
Padre
apologize.
needs to go to. Great question. You need to go. There is a family called the Roaring Horns, and they are a noble family in Waterdeep. And that is some of the people who look after Artis's estate. And they have plenty of resources, and they'd probably be able to help hide. Sirik basically says they'd probably be able to help hide him and maybe also try to get a message onto his dad. If anybody knows how to contact his dad, it would be Zelron Roaringhorn. Lord Zelron Roaringhorn. I will copy this into the chat.
Question above table. Do
Yes,
we
sir.
know where these places are? Like, was
Nope.
okay.
Sirik would know. You might have to get some resources. It's one of the reasons too, like Augric was saying, they might be able to help you with transportation. But yeah,
We've
you guys
never heard
don't
of
know.
these.
You guys don't know off the top of your head which ways even north.
Damn me, my nerdum. All right.
Would
Damn you and your nerddom.
Would Hung Lo know? Since Hung Lo is originally from this area, or somewhere around, or we're never mind. We're not anywhere near that prison.
Nope. You guys are. I mean, so I guess you guys are in a similar. Everything like it's not like the geography changed over time. There's some mountains and things like that have risen and lowered, and obviously the river has changed to the gap that you guys knew. I guess you would know which ways, directions. But as far as some of the cities that have formed and fallen over the centuries, it would be really hard for you guys to figure out where they're at. Yeah.
Remy raises his hand. I got a question. So, if you want us to escort you to God knows where, do you have a map that we could use? Because if these guys fell from the sky and they're like from God or whatever, we don't know where anything is. So,
Of
the
course.
map could be nice.
Of course, we have many scholarly documents from priests that pilgrimage all over these lands. So I don't think it should be any trouble. And I've gone to Waterdeep many times myself. If you take care of me, I will take care of you. I promise.
That's very funny.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually completely forgot that Remy was here until you just started speaking, and I almost went, "The fuck? Oh shit!"
As the party kind of keeps raging on, at one point in time, the elderly woman up here in the north, she finally just like kind of slams some of her food down. The bard stops playing, and she goes, "I don't know what all of you are happy about. This is going to be war. It's going to be death. It's going to be cold like you've never seen. The giants, they've been our friends and traded with us, but no more. They'll come back. And they'll come back with stronger, bigger giants, bigger wolves, sharper teeth. Something like none of you will ever see. We'll be lucky if Bryn Shindur stands through the month. And everybody kind of like looking at her and her husband trying to like grab her arm and everything as she kind of just like goes like, no, I can't stand it. And she just kind of walks out of the inn.
Can I stop her from leaving?
Sure. What would you like to do?
Like if she's like passing our table, right? Remy like puts his arm out. And he's like, wait, hold on, wait. Say that part again.
This is
About them coming back with like bigger stuff.
if we killed Droofy and some of the first people
Our
they
only
saw
child.
here. Yeah. They will send back more. They
More.
won't stop until they break our walls, till they crush our homes.
Remy gets up on the table and he lifts his like glass and he like looks at everybody. He's like, yeah, they will come. They will come with more and stronger people. But you all thought that you couldn't fight them before. So now that you know that they can bleed, now that you know that they can die, what are you gonna do now?
Go
I
ahead and
see
roll.
very strong people in front of me. I see people that are willing to fight for their walls. Your walls have stood for so long before. Do you believe that they will stand now? Will you not fight for your loved ones? Would you see them die in front of you? I don't think you would. I believe in every single one of you, except for him, and I point to the fucking cleric that said that he'll help me. I don't believe in him.
Oh no.
But I believe in everybody else here. You are strong people, hardworking people. And those are the strongest people that I've ever met. So celebrate today. Raise your glasses with me and drink and prepare for what's to come.
You see, there's a few already like, dwarves that are already pretty deep into some ale. They begin to raise their glasses. A few of the guards, the sheriff begins to stand up. Go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage, because that was very well done, Remy.
Oh, I got more. Persuasion. With an advantage.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah,
21.
that's definitely good enough. Yeah,
So as like I see everybody like once I feel like I have the attention and I have like the doors and everybody, I say, listen, it won't be easy. It's gonna be hard, but what is worth doing if it's not hard, right? And we
Yeah.
will win. And I say victory in like Dwarvish. I say victory in Elvish. I say victory in Common. I say victory in Halfling.
Yeah, they may take our land, they may rape our wives, but they won't take our freedom.
as they
They won't rape anybody.
Can I do one small thing just to be a small little bit of a dick? Can I do that? I'm not even going to try it. And change the flavor of Remy's drink to just licorice. Just to be a little bit of a dick. Be like, yeah, everybody's celebrating. Yeah, enjoy that.
Yeah, sure. Everybody's still you stop the old lady, you do this rousing speech. More and more people kind of stand up. You see a few people throw some liquor in the fire as it just kind of ignites and begins to kind of grow, and glow even deeper. everybody kind of gives, a huzzah and, bangs their mugs and finishes them on the table as the sheriff, who is kind of, he at first he had kind of bought into your idea of courage and standing up and that they have a chance. Now realizing that if this does come to war, if they fight, people are going to die. And he kind of sits back down in his seat a little bit as he can kind of see the joy and the bravery of the people. But the party is definitely back on as
I step down and I give the old lady my drink and I'll be like, here for the road.
I've never wasted a drink, but you'll die soon. And she begins to leave. And then you see as the bards begin to mix in some of your words and stuff to the song. You see the one that was doing the poetry, writing down things as you speak. The party, the environment has been saved, and it seems like people are even more invested in their chances in the fight to come. Anything else you guys would like to do in this evening's events?
Yeah, let's go. Everybody take your clothes off. We're going streaking. Hung Lo just strips down and starts running down through the town with his beer in his hand. Just, yeah, victory!
Go ahead and either give me a performance or a persuasion to see if you want people to join you.
My question is how is he still carrying the skull?
There's another drunk dwarf at the bar that's just like, yeah, streaking. Just runs out, gets naked.
Remy's gonna hop off the table and he's gonna look at Brezzy. He's like, all these people are gonna die, but at least they'll have a good time.
As soon as you run out the door into the night air, give me a Constitution save. Hung Low.
Make sure it with disadvantage because it's cold outside.
It's not too bad, but yeah, you are. If it wasn't for all the alcohol keeping you warm, and you're just the brisk pace that you're trying to keep up through the night air, you realize you probably can't keep this up long, and it's a sobering experience. But in the few moments before, your nipples start to turn into icicles.
I think I get resistance to cold.
It's invigorating. You have resistance to cold?
I do.
Oh, nice. Well, then, hey, you can keep it up even longer.
Phrasing.
Yep. Anything else you guys would like to do?
I don't know what the hell that guy was all about. I don't know him.
Remember, I did say he's carrying the skull.
Yep.
I'd really like to pump up Arik to go hit on the sheriff.
Okay, go ahead and persuasion, whatever you'd like to do there.
Come on,
and
you got
what would
this.
you like to say?
Look at him. He's just over there sipping, looking bored. You got this. You guys, work relationships work all the time. There's nothing wrong with those. I'm sure you'll be fine. A lot of babies happen.
They never work out. He's lying to you.
Oh, Remy, I'm glad you're here.
I just don't know. I don't know if it's the right time.
Just do it.
It's probably an HR violation, honestly.
Whatever. No, you should probably listen to him.
I'm running around the building. I get to a window, start banging on the window. Come on, we're going streaking.
As soon as you bang on the window, you just hear a family inside scream because they think they're being attacked by giants.
So, are we actually gonna escort this guy?
I mean,
Is this something that we want to do?
We might as well, but at this moment, I'm more concerned about figuring out how to get this healed.
Yeah, what happened to you, man?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't.
I'd much rather just not blurt it out in the open. You know what
Then
happened
say
to
it
me before?
quietly. Yeah, but this is like 1,000 years ago, or whatever. You know, time travel. And like Remy starts to like wiggle his fingers.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah, I don't
Timey-wimey
think anybody
bullshit.
really cares. Yeah, I don't think anybody really cares anymore.
As you guys are
Oh,
kind of
you-
talking, Ogric's sitting next to you guys, and you know Brezik's trying to hype her up and everything, and she's drinking ale. She goes, what's happened to any of us? You know, it's like, you know, the years go by and just missed opportunity after missed, and she's just
Maybe-
staring across the table, and she's just staring at the shaver. He's like, he's just such a good man. So
Okay.
cute.
Well, why don't you just go ahead? I can
This
look at the look in,
question-
I can see the look in your eyes. You really want to go talk to him. Just go ahead. I mean, nothing's really going to happen. If he says no, then hey, you at least know that go look for somebody else. But if he says yes, you're welcome.
Remy raises his hand again. Quick question. So is this like how badly do you want this to happen?
Yeah, correct. It's how badly do you want to fix yourself?
How badly do I want to fix myself? Pretty damn badly. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10.
She kind of smacks you on your chest. He wants it really bad, Remy.
Yeah, I know him. I'm not worried about Karak. Karak has died like 5 times already. It's whatever. He's always going.
You two
I
should
have
kiss.
not.
You two. You two should kiss. You two.
I have not.
I'm saving myself for this
No
like
thanks.
blonde-haired kind of homeless woman that I met. I think maybe it might have been a dream. I'm not too sure, but I'm not into red people.
Oh.
It's not my color.
I'm not into halflings.
Yeah, he's scared of the power.
Right.
I bust through the door. I need another beer. We're still streaking.
Who just comes in the bar, cheers him on. The bartender
And the
lines
moment-
up a few shots for him.
And the moment, well, I was gonna say the moment that he busts in, I cast Mage Hand to grab his ankle just to trip him up. Like, God, stop!
Go ahead, make an attack. Make it just make a straight Arcana roll, and then Hunglo, go ahead and make a dexterity save.
Just straight Arcana. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Nope. Didn't work. That didn't work. I already know it didn't work.
You guys all see this. This is great, actually. Arrakis tries to be extremely mischievous, right? You see as he begins to utter some arcane words and he begins to reach out. You've seen him cast Mage Hand before. As he kind of turns in his chair and he begins to utter these words, you see as he just goes unconscious at the table and his head just smacks the wood table down in front of you as he is just out. He is snoring.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh.
Let me come
Oh.
over here and find out what's going on.
Wait, hold on. By the way, DM, remind you of the one.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, this is great. Perfect.
Hey, you know what my last name is, right?
Oh no.
Draw painting.
I
God.
just want to say, Hopham leans up and takes a big spit out of his beer and goes, and no one even had to touch him on the forehead.
Yeah.
I'm streaking.
Yep.
Yep, so that happened.
You guys seem to be the
Well-
life of the party.
I can wingman for you if you want some help. If you need some courage.
Why don't Remy and Brezik, why don't you guys roll another persuasion?
13.
She kind of looks at both of you and she goes, "You know what? You guys are good guys. You guys tell Gwert that I said you guys are good guys. All right. You guys don't die, okay?" She kind of like gets up from the table. See her walk over. She kind of like leans in a little bit to the sheriff.
I bust in. Go ahead and just kiss him, will you? Damn it!
He's like, "Good night. See you tomorrow." She just kind of like walks out. Yeah. Anything else you guys would like to do tonight?
Which
As I
one's the
mentioned-
sheriff?
The sheriff is this guy right here.
I mean, I imagine that I am done for the night. I can't try to go talk to the cleric anymore to try to
Well, after
figure
a minute,
out.
after a minute, you end up waking up. Last thing you remember, you have no clue what happened. Last thing you remember, you were trying to cast Mage Hand. Hunglow doesn't seem to be where he's supposed to be. Ogrick's gone.
What you trying to do there, Caracas?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. What the fuck happened to me?
Teabagging.
I swear I didn't poke in the forehead.
I go ahead and start putting my clothes on. Since nobody else decided to go streaking with me. Just felt weird.
The dwarf did. This dwarf out here
the
went
dwarf
streaking with you.
did, Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I need another beer. I'm
Yeah,
starting to
but
smell early.
I think the dwarf though probably quit a little bit sooner since he's a little closer to the ground, which is cool.
Yeah.
It might be something a drag situation.
Well, with that, the night's festivities rage well on into the early morning. Everybody seems to drink their fill. Hoppin, was there anything else you wanted to say? And it's totally fine if you wanted to leave it. You were the only one who realized Cyric was hiding something else. You guys can talk about that tomorrow if you'd like, or tonight. Anything else you guys would like to do at tonight's festivities?
I guess the only thing that I would have is to double check with the cleric about when would be good time to meet up, look over whatever needs to be done to, look at my problems. Look at
Okay,
this
yeah, that'll just
ailment.
be that'll just be they'll, Cyric basically said, let's look at it in the temple tomorrow.
Okay.
Break the party up. Let's get it pumped up again. I'm gonna cast Wild Shape and turn myself into a damn bear.
There's a dwarf at the bar that sees it happen. He immediately draws his axe, runs over, stumbles, falls down because he's too drunk. See the people like scream, but then kind of like rub their eyes. They kind of realize what's going on. They've met some druids before.
I get afraid until he starts juggling fucking glasses and
Yeah.
wine bottles. That's
Yeah.
a pretty talented bear.
I start juggling dwarves.
It's like on Rumspringer. You let this guy out of jail, he's living it up.
Odd.
Okay. Well, that you guys all go to bed, sleep off the battle and the alcohol. You wake up in the morning. You hear kind of the sounds of a working town already getting to work on the walls and the buildings that have been damaged. Sounds of like steel and carts kind of moving through the streets. Breakfast is on the house for the heroes of the city. You guys can go and talk to any of the people that you know, Duvessa. You can talk to Sir Barrick. You can talk to Cyric. Anybody that you'd like to talk to. You guys know that the Giants will probably be back and that they'll probably be looking for either revenge or for who they believe to be Artis Cimber. You know that there's some healing that might be had at the temple, and then that Augric asked you guys to stop in to deliver a message to her kinfolk. She'll have that crafted and ready to go when you guys decide to head out. There's things at the market. There's loot that you guys received last session. But why don't we take like a quick 5-minute break, and then when we come back, you guys can tell me which directions you want to go. Sound good?
We did get that
Sounds
long
good.
rest, right?
Yes, you guys can have a long rest.
Cool.
All right. I'll be back in 5.
Bye.
Hello wakes up. What the hell happened last night?
Cool. I'm back.
Oh, I just sat down too. So
New toys. These are so cool. Some of these sculpts are really cool, Jake.
I know, right? There's a few that
Black
I
Dwarf one
really,
is
really
fucking
like.
awesome. The Shadow King is awesome. I can't wait to get that one too.
Yeah, Shadow King's really good. I really like Rogue. I think I told you the I
Shadow
call
Cat
her
one's
Kitty
cool too.
Pride. That's what it is. Shadow Cat. Shadow Cat's like, and if you so that's one of those models though. There's little things on there, like even if you look at the back of it, there's little things that are actually her like fingers that are phasing through part of the Sentinel.
Oh yeah.
And so like there's a lot of little detail on that one and a lot of different color schemes. That one's not an easy model at all. So
I did that one. I did that. Excuse me. The Claw. He was kind of similar.
yeah.
He was just phasing to phase though, because that's what he did. But all right, cool. Everything's here, so rest
Cool.
easy.
Awesome. And nothing broke?
Nothing. Not that I can see right now.
Sweet.
So I always get worried about like
Spears.
with Glaive and Proxima Midnight's stuff, dwarf stuff. He's all there. All the pieces that I can see are all here. So
Cool.
Sweet Beaver.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm glad. You can stop stressing about it.
Yeah. It was a journey, that's for sure. All right. Everyone's back in the pool.
Dave, do you remember who make up the and honors the three gods knows that? Oh, okay, there they are. Tyr, Torm, and Ilmater. I am not good at not as good at as with the gods as you and Eric are.
I've read a lot in Faerun.
Okay. You guys, is everybody back?
Here.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Oh, Dustin must be back. I just saw him mute.
I think I heard him say here.
Oh, okay.
Here, sir.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. I'm assuming Krakus, you want to head off to the temple. If anybody would like to go with him. Anything else you guys would like to do in the town? Like I mentioned, you guys do have the loot. If there's any supplies you want to gather, if there's any other, missions or directions or anything you'd like to try to look for or people to talk to, just let me know.
I want to stroll by that furrier and talk some shit after I send him the ice wolves.
Okay, yeah, he definitely has your 2 ice wolf pelts ready for you.
That's right.
One where the skull's still intact, like the hood is still intact. The other one, you guys damaged beyond all belief, and there's a slight singe to the back of that other one that the skull was damaged. But yeah, you have your 2 ice wolf pelts, and
how much did he give it to me for, like, let's say price on the house? Or
yeah, so this is what do you think would be something that would be like an honor check or a prestige check? What would you think would be a good one for that? Like performance?
yeah, I guess so. That would work. No, I was just saying, because if he did try to give it for me free, I'd still give him money.
Still though, go ahead and roll, because I'll count this as like a charisma intimidation. You can either roll like an athletics or an intimidation check, whatever's better for you. Just about the presence that you bring to this interaction right now after
Give me
dispatching the
the option
giants.
for athletics. I'm gonna take that every time.
Cool. So yeah, you kind of stride up. There's kind of this healing wound across your chest where you took a giant's great axe and survived. and you sent this guy the 2 wolf pelts as he kind of ashamedly has them ready for you to go. Doesn't even really want to look you in your eyes, and just kind of says, thank you for protecting us. I was wrong about you. Obviously, services are on me.
Don't mention it, buddy. We all gotta learn sometime. Here, I'll just hand him 5 gold. You guys, you do good work. If you do something good, never do it for free. That's why I get paid to kick people's asses. I'll see you later.
It's very generous of you. Cheer be with you.
Fuck yourself.
Oh God, my head is hurting. What the hell happened last night?
You even wake up and somehow you cast like entangle in your beds. There's like vines all over the place. It's a mess in there. I don't know what type of vivid dreams you had, but yeah, there's part of you that doesn't even walk out of your room at first because you're not used to just having an unlocked door. And yeah, try to shake off the hangover. You had a good time.
Where are you headed to, Caracas?
I'm heading to the temple to see if there's somebody that can fix me.
Oh, good. I'm going with you. Maybe they can fix me.
I don't know if there's any way they can fix you.
Oh well, I'm going anyways.
It's fine. Did we say how many of those jewels each of us got? I know we said like the total amount, but did we discuss how many each of us got?
I think there was a total of 10. Jewels are pretty much as good as gold, so just divide the total between the 5 of you. So I guess you each got 2 gems.
I thought there was 15 in total. We had 10 perfect, 5 slightly damaged or something like that.
Were slightly damaged. That is correct. So do you need me to look up what they were worth again, or did anybody write down what they were worth?
If I remember correct, I know you said one of them was worth like 150.
I had it somewhere. God damn it.
So the ones that are perfect are worth 100. The ones that were damaged were worth 50.
Okay.
So you guys have 1,250 gold pieces split 5 ways.
1,250 5 ways. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bust out a calculator for that for some reason. Yeah, that's what I thought.
And then you guys, Drewfie's ivory horn was damaged. And then you guys each got a few just kind of like knickknacks out of some of the giant sacks. And then you guys also got 2 pieces of art. 2 art objects, one of which wasn't worth very much, but the other one was worth a significant amount.
The old drinking horn.
Yeah. And like I said, this is like, I mean, to just like put it in perspective, it's like, you know, you guys came across like Napoleon's sword or something. Like it's a significant piece.
I got molded cheese.
You
exactly how molded? Because we all know blue cheese is molded cheese, so
It is, and
it
it's
might
probably
be.
it's probably on par with that. It's just a very funky. It's something on like, you know, a giant would love.
And then a giant smoking pipe would. I don't even know if that would be worth any kind of money.
Depends on how you spin it.
I got 6 skulls, but for some reason I can only find 5 right now.
Well, that might be
You lost
because
one
you
while you were
went
streaking.
I was gonna say you went streaking with one of them. I don't even know what you did to that one skull. I probably don't even want to know.
Just remember, one hand was thrusting in the air, other hand holding a beer, and he was still carrying the skull. Need I say more?
Was
on this
was
one-
it the
on
was
this
it the
one-
mouth
that
or
was
was it
not
the
a-
eye socket?
That wasn't a brain stem.
Was it the mouth or was it the eye socket?
Medulla
Or
oblongata.
Bob. I lost Bob. Don't know where Bob went to.
Something wrong with his medulla oblongata. Go.
Well said. It's great. Okay. Anything else you guys like to do? Or are you just gonna head out to the temple? Remy and Hopham, what are you guys gonna do today? Brezik, you're out in the marketplace.
I guess before I leave out, I will take that giant smoking pipe and I'll just toss it to Hopham and say, "Here, I'm sure you know what to do with this. Have fun."
Might as well be a staff, Hopham. It's a huge smoking pipe.
Still not my stick.
Like loading a bowl is like it's a bowl.
Oh, it's a bowl. I mean,
It's
that's
huge.
cool. I
Yeah.
found out some cool little feature of my nice little staff.
Yep.
Hopham pops out the part where he put the vial in for the health potion. It can hold water. Guess what?
Yeah.
Pops the fucking pipe out on the side. It's a bomb.
He has his bong staff.
I should have
People
thrown
never-
it. I should have threw it at Remy, bigger than he
Wake
is.
and bake. And all of a sudden you just hear
Above table. Magic is more prevalent here, right? Like magic items and all that stuff.
It is. You guys don't have
And-
to worry about some of that same stuff. This is like, obviously way before the peak.
Right.
Magic hasn't reached to where it's like in everybody's lives and it's not making everybody's lives better. But with the presence of giants and dragons and some of these beasts, magic items are much more prevalent. Yes.
Now, let me ask you this then, too. Would we be aware of those things, being that they weren't prevalent in our time?
Oh, I would say that, especially spending time with Maddie and in the museum,
Yeah,
you guys
that's
are
what I was
definitely
thinking.
aware of magic items and yes, what they were used for. You guys have a pretty great idea.
Just making sure.
All right.
Anything else?
I wrote all the names down of the skulls. Bob, who's missing. Doug is still around. John, Paul, George, and Ringo.
In Ringo, there you go.
Oh, what is that movie?
Sister Act.
Yeah.
Was that really
Yeah.
from Sister Act?
Yes, it was. It was it was Sister Act. Was it one or
the first
two?
one. It
Was it the first one? Because she was a
Yeah,
little kid and
Little kid,
name
right
all
at
the
the beginning.
apostles.
Oh yeah.
And the very last one, Ringo. God.
Okay. With knowing about magic items, heading out to the temple, Opham's Wake and Bake. Remy, is there anything that interests you for today?
I will go talk to the damn, I forgot what you call him. The
Eldora?
I don't know why sheriff is in my head, but like the fucking the guy.
Cleric? The cleric?
No, fuck that guy. I hate that guy. The dude that was at the bar because he was noticing that like people are gonna die, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, that guy.
The guy who's at the bar. Oh, like the old lady?
No,
Big guy?
the guy that the girl was in love with that didn't go up to
Oh,
talk to?
yeah.
He's the
So yeah,
sheriff.
yeah. So he's the sheriff.
Oh, he is sure. Okay,
Yeah,
got it. Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to the sheriff.
Okay, that is Markham Southwell. So I will have that on deck. Caracas, Hunglo, you guys approach the temple of the Triad.
Whoa,
Um,
whoa! Why can't I go along? Just because I fucking hit it and ripped it real quick doesn't mean I can't walk along.
Oh no! If you'd like to go, just tell me
He,
that
he
you
was,
want.
I was about to say, yeah, he was handing me the pipe, and I was just trying to fucking hit the, my new cool feature on my staff. That I figured out.
No, that's great.
I want to go to. Damn it!
Yeah, if you'd like to
Leave
go,
me here.
you are more than welcome to.
Fuck you, you goddamn stoner. Couch lock.
So you guys walk into the temple. As I mentioned, it is the temple of the Triad. Siric's waiting there for you. He has what looks to be some type of tome that he's been reading from. Ah, friends. Yes, I'm glad you arrived today. Did you maybe prepare yourself with a prayer to the gods, or have you thought about anything else since we talked last night?
I guess this question would be technically above table. Is he the only one inside of here, or are there other people?
No, there's a few other people that have dedicated themselves to the gods. There's a few other priests, priestesses. There's people that just kind of, are praying. There's some people who have dedicated themselves to keeping the temple clean. They're, changing out old flowers or replacing candles, things like that. Everybody here just in some type of servitude or supplication to the gods.
Gotcha. Um.
Or
Yeah.
somebody else you'd rather talk to?
Oh no, It was more so like, if it was just him, I would completely divulge, as best to my knowledge, what happened. But if there might be overhearing, maybe still just keep it a little bit under wraps, just slightly.
Can you direct me? I need help. I have a horrible headache. I don't remember too much from last night. Anybody can help me?
As his Siric's mouth is just kind of agape after you telling him the story about a celestial and a fiend, and do you explain to him that you guys are basically from the future and all that stuff?
Yeah, sure. Might as well. If it's gonna
Yeah, so
be,
he's
I might as well do it. Tell him everything just so that I can have the best ability to get whatever the fuck this is taken care of.
yeah, his his jaw's almost on the floor as he's staring at you, the tome barely in his hands, as Hung Lo mentioned his headache, and he doesn't even really look at Hung Lo. He just kind of reaches his hand out and casts Lesser Restoration. So yeah, headache doesn't seem to be as bad, but he's just like, by the gods, I've never heard anything like that before. I as he kind of begins to shake his head and kind of begin to close his book, I don't know if I can help you. I I thought the gods had sent you a devil and a angel. And as he kind of rolls up your sleeves again, oh, he kind of begins to look through the tome. I've wrapping my head around this. It's like you're bringing me a problem that our tomes haven't even been able to address yet. The world is ending. Magic, these crystals you spoke of, and just I and you said the gods have left?
As far as we know, it doesn't seem
You
like
see,
there's any gods that have stuck around. They're just gone. If they're around, they've done nothing.
you see as he kind of sits down in a pew, and there's a moment where he almost seems defeated. And then he kind of grabs his holy symbol and finds a little bit of resolve, and he goes, it can't be. If anything, like all things, the world is being tested. You, Caracas, are being tested. Even now, I'm being tested. See who's worthy. To see if we can keep our faith and trust in what the gods have for us. He kind of points over. You see that there's kind of these large statues where people are kind of going up and praying, making offerings. This is Tyr, the god of justice. Torm oversees courage and self-sacrifice. It's Ilmater, endurance in the face of suffering. I think all three of them might have something to offer you, Caracas, but I think it's going to be up to you which one you choose to leave these at the feet of. I can't really guide you through that. But whatever
Well,
one you
that's great and everything, Padre. But I need to give an offering to Angel Barflug. You got a place where I can give an offering?
the
Or
restrooms right
God?
there. I don't know. You should be feeling fine. How much did you drink?
I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Sirik. Is there anything you'd like to ask Sirik?
Not really. I'm just standing back watching the goings on over here, trying to stay out of the splash zone.
Okay. So with those three options he gave you, Caracas, is there any of these deities that you're going to try to ask for help?
Which one was Tyr again? Justice?
Tyr is the god of justice.
Which one? What was the second one again?
Torm is the god of courage and self-sacrifice. And Ilmater is the god of endurance in the face of suffering.
God. Well, I'm in this predicament because of a self-sacrifice, so I might as well go with, what did you say, Torm?
Torm, yeah.
I might as well try Torm and see if maybe he'll answer.
Okay. Go up, stand in front of Torm. Feels like kind of a weird ritual to you to be relying on the gods. It's something that most of you have been taught, that they don't exist, that they're not around. Go up to Torm. Is there anything you'd like to do? Say, leave, offer?
Be completely honest, I'm actually drawing a complete blank on that.
No, that's fine. You go up, stand in front of this thing. Like I said, it feels like a strange ritual being in here asking the gods to do something. You stand there for a moment, don't really know what to say. And then you kind of start to run through the things that have gotten you here. But go ahead. You guess what?
I don't know if I would actually use it as kind of a sacrificial piece or whatever you want to call it. Just I would pull out the medium crystal out of my bag and just also kind of look at it while staring at or going through everything and trying to talk to Torm, maybe hoping that this crystal that I have might give me some help.
Okay. What type of crystal is it, the one you have? Is it one of the blood crystals or blue crystals?
It just says medium crystal, so I'm guessing it's the blue one.
It's probably the blue one, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that's actually interesting. Okay. You go and you kind of sit there, you pull out the blue crystal, and like some of these thoughts begin to kind of run through your mind about the moment that you died and that you sacrificed yourself to kind of try to save Maddie, and the moment that brought you guys here. and the visions become vivid, almost like you're reliving it again. And you can hear just this deep voice. And sometimes it sounds like it's Maddie's voice, and sometimes it sounds like a voice that you haven't heard before. And kind of still in the back and in the shadows and the reverberations, you hear the voice of the fiend, the one that was being summoned, the one that Maddie was fighting. And as you run through that whole situation, um, there's glimpses of you guys being brought here that you start to remember that you hadn't seen before. And you see Hopham's granddad, and you see people that have kind of been pulled through places, and you see them kind of being left, and you see the snow, and you see mountains, and it all just stops. And the crystal begins to kind of glow hot in your hands as you see the runes around your wrists begin to light up, and the runes around your throat begin to tighten. Um, you have a feeling that what you said has been heard, as you see that there's a few of the runes on your wrist that begin to fade. The crystal loses its magic as there's kind of this flash in the air. Um, but in the background, you hear that fiendish voice that says, I still have them, and I'll still have you. Seems like what you did has taken an effect. If you all DM you some notes about the runes and some of the magical penalties that you're going through, but it seems like Form has heard your prayer as well as some arcane stuff with the crystal kind of worked. Anything else?
Hunglo comes walking out of the bed. Whoa, man, I would not go in there for a while. Clean up on aisle 5.
As you walk out of the bathroom, you see this flash of light kind of just flash right through the temple as the crystal's consumed right at the end of what Caracas was praying for.
Whoa, what the hell is that? Caracas, buddy, you okay over there?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, cool, man. Whatever,
Hopefully.
dude. Hey, what's this other statue over here? The third one. What's this? Who's this about?
That's Elmater.
Terminator? Okay,
He's-
yeah, I'm gonna drop 50 gold on Terminator here in Ringo's skull. Oh, Terminator! No whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Go ahead and roll. I'll let you roll. Roll either a performance or let's see, or a persuasion for me. Okay, you put 50 gold in the skull.
Yeah.
Okay, you say the no whammy, no whammy, no whammy thing, and you know, all of a sudden there's just this sobering feeling, as it feels like something's just sinking its teeth into your flesh. Give me a constitution save. Okay, so it doesn't drop you to your knees, and it doesn't seem to dramatically affect any of your health points. But you have the skulls on you, correct?
Yeah.
For a moment, you can hear the chattering of teeth in the bag where you keep the skulls, and you see that there's this bite mark that is kind of formed on your forearm. I will also DM you some effects of praying and offering something to Ilmater. Anything else? Anything you'd like to do, Hopham?
Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to make sure and write information down. and everything. I hate that you have to repeat yourself so many times.
Oh, I don't care. I'm fine with it. This is why I have notes.
But I was digging through my notes because I was like, "Where the hell?" And then I had them already wrote down, and but I didn't have what they were the gods of, and that was my only thing.
Oh no, so Tyr is the god of justice. Here, I'll just
Yeah.
what I should do is I should just post this in chat.
Sorry, not all of us like Dave.
I know, right? Me included.
I feel sorry for you if you were.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. So yeah, one thing I did want to say, this Ilmater character here.
Mm-hmm.
I still had one tiny little piece left of my old staff, which was my pipe. Because when I took my pipe out of the old staff and was showing the guys that they just take the staff and snap the bitch in half, and I'm just left sitting there holding my pipe in my hand, like, So I want to lay that down.
Okay, you're gonna leave that giant's pipe at the foot of Ilmater.
Well, no. I'm talking about mine.
Oh, like your staff?
No. The little tiny insertable pipe that was in my old staff when I was sitting there showing the Azure guys and everything, and I was like, "Yeah, check it out. See, it has a pipe. You can put it in there. Please don't mess with it." And then they just snapped the bitch in half, and I was left sitting there holding my pipe in my hand, like,
Okay. So okay. You're gonna put the pipe down at the foot of Ilmater. Do you put anything else as an offering, or say anything?
Oh, I just say a little thing, just basically under my breath, just in remembrance of my family, my parents, and the fact that I finally took the one guy out that won't say his name right now, but
Yeah.
basically he just mumbles that under his breath and everything.
Okay. There's like a small flash, and you feel for a second you feel like old and arthritic, like the whole monk, drunken master stuff, the fluidity that you have. For a second, you get a feeling of what it would be like to have none of that. And despite how much you've lost, there's a brief moment where somebody's trying to convey to you to be grateful for what you have. And you look back down at the pipe, and there seems to be a little bit of dried herbs that seem to be next to it. As you kind of snap back in to feeling normal again. But it seems that Ilmater's bestowed to you, like a gift of some smoking tobacco, let's call it.
Score.
Okay. With that, let's cut to the marketplace. Brezek, were you trying to look for some magic items?
Talked about the potion situation. That's at the temple.
Yeah.
So,
Did you wanted to go to the temple as well?
No.
Okay.
I think what I would probably most likely look for information maybe on like where old RX family is, that Iron Helm or Iron Button or whatever that was called.
Okay. So you're looking for information on Sirik's family?
Sirik's family, and then we have to drop that message off to Ark's family too.
Yes. Okay. Uh yeah, go ahead and roll in investigations. Or are you trying to go to like maybe like the town records, the library? Is that what you're trying to go to?
Yeah. I'll probably be talking to the people because I don't really
Okay.
read.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, and you're a man of the people. You're a smuggler, all that type of stuff. Cool.
So investigation,
Nice.
no, 17.
Okay, through asking a few people, there's some people that are surprised that I think one of the reasons that Sirik came out here was to kind of get away from his name, his family, in
Right.
pilgrimage. There are a few people that, and you're doing it subtly, you're not giving away anything. A lot of people don't know where Sirik came from, or things like that. When you ask about some of the people in Waterdeep, um, that so when you're asking about like the roaring horns and things like that,
Mhm.
um, there's they're a prominent family. They've have a long lineage. They're kind of like almost like sub royalty. Uh, go ahead and give me persuasion as you're talking to somebody to get a little bit more information, and also give me a perception check while you're doing this.
Persuasion, because I'm so persuasive, and then perception. I'm in it, man. I'm in the groove.
Gotcha. So, there's been multiple rumors about the roaring horns. Some of them, and like, it's really hard for you to figure out which one of these are true and which one of these are bullshit. But there's some rumors out there that they've, made deals with the devil, and that, that Lord Zelrun, like, he's actually like 80, but he looks like he's 30. For somehow he's just stayed young over the years, and some people think he's a vampire, some people think he's made a pact with the devil. Some people just say that he's been blessed by the gods. There's other people that say that Lord Zelron's just kind of a name, and that different people have taken over that station throughout the years, and that's why he
Okay.
looks so young. um, that they're actually a spy network, and that they deal in information and move things around, and that it's like a many heads hydra type thing. um, there's other rumors that he's just extremely rich, that he has his hand in a lot of different things. He's a powerful man. And like a lot of powerful men, people put rumors and things out there. So those are the three kind of things you've heard about him. And with that perception check, you didn't get any extra information as well. And you also want to know some stuff
Master.
about Ogrix. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, I was just saying, in like Iron Master, just the just kind of figure out where the hell we are in relation to where we would be back in our time.
Okay. Let me see if I can find a map real quick, and I will get back to you on that
Nope, no worries.
about which way
That's-
Iron
yeah.
Master is.
That's right.
Um,
And yeah, basically more or less just walking through town, basking in the adoration of all these people after we save their ass. That's all I'm doing.
Oh no, of course. I would still like to give you some information about Ogric though, and
Yeah.
about so go ahead and
Oh.
give me an investigation and a persuasion and a perception again. Give me all three of those, please.
Yeah, my bread and butter, baby. Persuasion.
Okay.
That's not bad. Perception.
Not bad either.
Investigation.
Yep.
Ah,
Okay.
not
So
bad.
you're getting you're getting the information. Let me
Okay.
do this quick roll real quick. Oh, hey. Okay. So, as you're walking through, still talking a little bit about Ogric, a lot of people know that she's interested in the sheriff. But they do talk about that, she has family that are in that are part of the Brighthelm clan. They do tell you that in Iron Master, it's almost exclusively dwarves, and they keep a very it's a very exclusive town. They don't like non-dwarves coming there unless it's for a very specific reason or you've been invited. A couple other people talk about that they are some of the first people who have trained and perfected griffin riding. It's one of the things that the town's known for, and that they have griffins for sale and training to ride griffins. Um, and other than that, it seems like Ogric is a pretty well liked person. Seems pretty trustworthy, and that's kind of the information you got about Ironmeister. But with that perception roll, you do notice that as you kind of talk to people, it looks like somebody's kind of been listening in on your conversations. It's the same person who was caught listening outside the town hall when you guys were there, and you know that, and you guys fought with her and everything, fought the giants. But it is Beldora, and it seems like she's very good at kind of going unnoticed, having kind of her cloak and hood up, and just she finds her way into different areas around town. But she's definitely been listening in as you've been asking questions.
All right. We'll move on. But well, it depends. What I would like to do is try to, like, my big ass try to get like lost in the crowd or like in down an alleyway,
Mm-hmm.
and then try to catch her unaware and say, "Hey, fuck you doing?"
Okay, go ahead and do. Go ahead and give a stealth for me. Oh,
No, fucking, I'm a giant. What the fuck am I thinking?
let's see if she rolls a one.
And what I'm gonna do? Oh shit! Of course. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk down like the first alleyway I see. I'm gonna like duck in and like hide against the wall, and people are just like sitting there staring at me like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" And it's like, "Shh, go away, go, don't look at me, go." And I just see her walk by. I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, and actually, as you kind of go to look for her, you're not even picking up the same cloak anymore. She was wearing kind of this muddied green cloak, and you're like, "Where'd she go? Where'd she go?" Not seeing her.
Yeah, that's about right. All right, that's all I got.
Cool.
I'm cool with that.
Remy, you make your way to go talk to Markham Southwell. He is at the sheriff's office. You see as he's giving orders on how to reinforce some of the gates. He has a map in front of him of the city. He's kind of talking about what type of defense plans and changes they need to make. As Duvess is there, who's the town speaker. She seems to be agreeing or disagreeing with some of his plans. And you hear her offering her thoughts on how the city coffers are going to be able to afford some of the expenses and hope some people come to their aids. And she's wondering if any type of relationship with the giants can be salvaged, as they kind of talk about the logistics now of this situation they find themselves in. So you enter, you're greeted as one of the saviors of the city. What would you like to do?
Hey, so it seems like you guys are having trouble. In my experience, when you're dealing with insurmountable odds, hitting fast and dirty is always great.
Kind of like a skirmisher type fight. Take the fight, just quick hits. Is that what you're advising?
Yeah, dig some big spike traps. It's giants are smart, yeah, but they are giant, and some things are just undetectable to them. You never notice the mouse until it's right under your feet, right?
That is true, but the question is whether the mouse will be able to hurt it enough or just piss it off. And he kind of shows you the map, and he goes, "Well, where would you advise putting some of these traps?"
Can I see the map of the town?
Yeah, it's like a map of the city. Go ahead and make so. Here, I'll put you back on the city map.
Mm-hmm. What do you got?
So, keep in mind, this is all snow. You guys fought Droofy down here at the southwest gate. And that is kind of so normally the giants, so they talk about the spine of the world. It's kind of a mountain range and things back where kind of the frost giants and the storm king kind of hang out. Normally that is up towards the north, but there have been numerous holes that have been made in the walls. The other thing the sheriff is concerned about is, the docks and these waterways into the city. He doesn't know if he has the manpower to kind of keep everything. He is kind of intrigued by your kind of chaotic
My
way of
guerrilla warfare tactics.
yeah, exactly. Your guerrilla warfare. So with kind of on the map, and you don't have to go into specifics, but if you would like to make some type of intelligence check on how to advise him, and if you would like to say where to put things, feel free.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure, you can go ahead and make an insight check. That would be more playing into either what he agrees with or what he doesn't agree with. So if you want to make an insight check, you would kind of know what he wants to do and then be able to play off of that.
Okay, so if I wanted to, okay, so just intelligence, just straight intelligence.
Yeah, I would give you an intelligence check to try to figure out like some of the battle strategy here with some of what's going on. If you wanted to make a nature or survival, you could do that too. Oh, sorry, this is an employee. Give me 1 sec.
Take your time.
Go away,
What's the
I'm
Jake?
biting.
Cool. I got a new tattoo. It looks like teeth mark on my arm. Thank you, God Tomater.
I mean, he seems like he's a pretty chill god. I mean, he gave you a tattoo. He gave me some hurt.
I'm sure Jake would probably elaborate more, but I'm pretty sure as y'all are doing all that, I'm just looking down at, these nice pretty marks and the tattoos and just going, the fuck.
Yeah, my headache's gone. I'm starting to feel better. Ugh. Any more giants around for us to kill?
There, Phil.
Sweet. What does mine say?
Dude. What's mine say?
Sweet. What does mine say?
Ray! God, I don't think I'm going to be able to find that gif. Son of a bitch. Damn it, that's not popping up in the search for it. I was going to try to find the Scary Movie 2. Oh shit, you got a tattoo. What's it say? Ray. Oh shit, you got one too. What does mine say? Fucked me. Ray fucked me.
Sorry. Okay. Your intelligence check. Really high roll. So you have a really good idea of and go ahead and give me a survival roll too.
Survival roll. 9.
So with the intelligence check, you kind of have an idea of like how to inhibit some of the giant movement, how to attack them. With the survival check, you did okay at kind of feeling out the topography from this map and like some of the, battle pinch points, high ground, low ground, what might be mud. Don't have a great grasp on it, where the ice and things like that might be, but you're definitely able to advise him pretty well. Is there any way you'd like to role play that or tell him
So,
anything specific?
so what I would look at is you won't be able to protect your whole wall. You have to understand that. And you, the main name of the game here is minimizing damage and minimizing casualties. I would send one of your fastest scouts out so that they could see more of the terrain. Maybe the terrain has changed on since the fight that we've had. Maybe there's some patches of ice that we haven't seen yet. You can funnel them. They are kind of big. They can't really move around all that great. So just things to think about. There are ways to hurt them. You just need to come with grips that some parts of your city might be lost.
Hmm.
And we could control that. We could evacuate them and make them into turn them into an advantage rather than a casualty.
As like Duvessa and Markham, they're kind of listening to what you say and they go, you know what? That would be a good idea to start moving people in towards the inner parts of the walls. It's like all of a sudden you have this weird deja vu, sharp kind of ping that hits you in your head, Remy. Um, and they begin to kind of talk about, some of the stuff they could set up outside. Um, One of the kind of quick flashes you have, it's weird. It's like a memory of the future, and you kind of remember how the capital was kind of built up with this layer cake where the insides kind of grew upon each other, and you can kind of see the people of Bryn Shadur, after this giant attack, begin to kind of move in towards the center of the city and kind of build up around the middle to kind of shield themselves from some of this giant excursion that they think might happen. um, it's almost like your words helped kind of form, um, some of the architecture and some of the layout that this town kind of turned into. Anything else you'd like to talk to the sheriff and stuff about?
Um, Sheriff, how well do you know um our cleric friend? Do you feel
Zurich.
like he's a trustworthy person?
I would trust Zurich. He was out there with us to fight the giants. I think that was an honorable thing of him to do. It seems like he's helped many in this city. Outside
Yeah.
of Aldrich, there's probably not too many people I would say are as honorable.
Hmm. I just get the feeling that something isn't right. You know that little voice in the back of your head that sometimes tells you when some things aren't right. Yeah, I kind of get that from him. But you know, if you trust him, then you trust him. I would
Keep
advise you that if someone tries to be irreplaceable or indispensable, that's a red flag.
You seem to be full of good advice today, Remy. I will take that to heart.
Yeah,
I would,
I don't want you guys to die. You guys have been very kind to my friends, so I'm here to help. Have you? This may be my paranoia, but have you noticed a woman, um, slim build? Uh, she told me her name was Beldora.
Oh
Does that
yeah,
ring
and
a
you
bell?
and you would totally know this. So obviously this is retconning some stuff while you weren't there. But when you guys were summoned to the town hall, Beldora was kind of caught listening in to them talking, and she also went to try to help at the city gates.
Mm.
Yes, Beldora, she kind of helps in her own way, I guess, around town. Keeps fires lit, takes out trash, disposes of animal guts. Seems like
Yeah.
someone who's never really wanted much for herself, but doesn't seem to cause any trouble.
Remy smiles when he says, "Oh, I feel like Beldora wants everything." But if you see her again, just if you see her before I see her, tell her that Remy is looking for her. Okay?
Okay, I will. I'll keep an eye out. And Duvessa kind of interrupts. She goes, I did promise that there would be a reward for helping us defend the city. And she kind of looks at Markham. She goes, at this point in time, I fear that we can't offer much, as there's many repairs to be done. Um, but if you would like to stop by Nico's house, I've told him to put aside something for you. She kind of like gives you directions. She basically says that it'll be a reward.
I'll make my way there.
Okay.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Good luck. I know
You-
I know you guys are gonna do great.
If and Markham is on the way out, he goes, you have your group has surprised me in your capabilities, but if you do happen to be out there um, after you leave town and you see any of the movements of the giants, any information you send back to us might be able to save many lives. It would be very appreciated. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, well, when my other friends they have their powers, and my other friend is very strong. So, but information's mine. I will do my best for you.
It's all I can ask from you. Be well.
Yeah. I'll make my way to Nico's house.
Okay, give me one moment, and I am about to cut back to you guys at the temple. So whatever else you guys would like to do, or if there's something else you'd like to do in town.
When you said, a reward for helping out, the only thing I could think of was fucking Michelangelo. Pizza?
Pizza?
Like, I don't even know why. You're like, a reward for helping us. Ah, yes. Pizza?
Okay, between the three groups. So I need the temple group. Whoever wants to make the roll, I need you guys to roll a D100. Remy roll a D100. Brezik roll a D100.
Oh, God.
So between
I'll roll it.
Smurf.
Okay, never mind. Wait, who rolled that?
Rolled a 1.
Oh,
1% chance of doing it.
Jesus.
And crushed it.
That's mine. Okay.
You rolled a 52. All right, Brezik. 21. Okay, give me one moment.
Am I winning, Dad?
Okay. With the one, that is a potion of healing greater that's in the bag at Nico's house. You also have Rezik, give me a D10 roll, please.
Yes, sir. I win.
Okay, that. Oh, nice. That actually didn't work out too bad. You have 2 cold resistance potions. And then the 52 is you guys also have 3 potions of water breathing. So that is what the town was able to kind of scrap together to give to you. The rolls weren't the best, but that's what you got. However, you guys want to divvy up that loot is up to you. But cutting back to the temple, you guys
So you had
have
2 of
your
those. I'm sorry, Jake. You said 2.
2 potion resistance.
Okay.
Yeah, potions of resistance cold.
Thank you.
Also, remember, if you guys don't write it down, you don't have it. So I don't remember. Once I give you guys something, I put it out of my mind. So I don't keep track of that stuff.
I'm trying to find it
Um,
in this whole list of shit. Oh, here's it. You said potion of water breathing?
Yep.
Still trying to fucking find it in this whole list of shit. Items. Turn. Potion of water breathing. There it is.
And you know what? Just because it's fitting, you guys can have 1 potion of heroism too.
Listen,
Thank you.
I'm gonna just put those potions just in my inventory so that I've got them. You said 3 of those. I mean, I kind of imagined I would divvy up the potion of water breathing between us 3.
Why don't we make it easy? Why don't you guys will each just get 1 of those. Each of you guys get a potion of healing greater. Each of you guys get a potion of resistance cold. Each of you get a potion of water breathing, and each of you get a potion of heroism. I don't think that's overdoing it.
Oh, let me pull this damn table up again. Potion of greater healing. Let me put that in. Okay. Potion of water breathing, potion of heroism, potion of greater healing, cold resistance.
Yep.
And was there another one?
No. Heroism, greater healing, cold resistance, water breathing.
Got it. That's all of them now.
Cool.
So I'll go ahead and let y'all know if y'all want over in the compendium packs and stuff. If you go to, I think it's, what was it? The SRD the DnD SRD content. Go to items and spells. Go to items. It'll pull up the list. Go to potions. Bam. Click, drag into your items. Ta-da! Took fucking forever to figure that shit out, but yay.
Anything else you guys would do like to do back at the temple?
I don't really imagine I have much else to do. I'm just fascinated by what the hell's going on with these tattoos.
Of course.
On me.
Hopham, you also, before you guys do leave the temple, I just wanted to remind you one more time that you were the one who noticed that Cyric still wasn't being completely truthful. Once again, whether you want to ask him anything or not, that's up to you. Would you guys all like to meet back up at the inn and discuss some of the things that you guys have found out, or prepare to leave? I need to send Dave a map.
I'm gonna try to find Belladora.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a investigation, and also give me. Let's see. Give me a D4 roll as well. Oh, nice. Let's see. As long as your D4 roll isn't way off, see what quadrant of the city she's in right now. Pretty good. Okay. Yeah, you actually you're kind of moving in and out of the people, doing some of the same stuff she's doing. You have the hood of your cloak pulled up. You end up spotting her as you kind of see her listening into a couple hunters' conversations about some of the tracks and stuff that they walked back on some of the giants. That they lost. You hear them talking about that they lost the giants. Probably a couple miles outside of town. But you see her listening into the conversation. What would you like
Yeah,
to do?
I'm gonna try. Like, I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna say, find out anything good.
Yeah, you actually kind of like surprise her for a second. And she kind of like looks it back at you and smiles. She goes, all sorts of things.
Smile back. He's like, so I spoke to the sheriff. He's thinking up of a defense plan. He might need some of your information.
Yeah, I heard you giving him some advice. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, but you hear a lot more than I do, so you might be of more use than I am.
Yeah, you guys are lucky I care about this town. Anybody who would get that type of information about how people are defending the city, that stuff falls in the wrong hands. Something I would
Nah,
advise the sheriff on too.
yeah, you wouldn't. You probably would. I don't know. Who care? But I just so like, what's your game here? Is it just because you're bored? Are you part of some like super secret shadow organization or something?
You say that, she kind of gives you a little bit of a look.
I got close then.
She, I normally don't trust people within a day of meeting them, but when you spill blood with each other out on a battlefield, she kind of shows you this pin that she has.
Um,
Go ahead and make a history check. Cool. So she shows you a symbol that's from the Harpers, and you know exactly who the Harpers are. They're they deal in secrets. They're kind of a spy network. Makes total
now
sense.
it makes sense.
Yeah, makes total sense what she does and the why she's the way she is, and that she's a capable person that definitely lives below her means. Yep. She just kind of smiles. So what about you?
Me? Oh, I'm just a guy who's very good at what I do. Out of time. And he like wiggles his fingers again.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's all pretty crazy. I'm from the time after all this. So this whole area, and he like does like a spin around. He's like, all this is destroyed. Just gone. It's not really
Wow.
here. Yeah. But the city survives, but it just kind of goes in on itself.
Yeah. When you start to say that everything's destroyed and you're from the future and everything, she kind of gives you this look like can't con a con artist, like she doesn't completely believe you.
I mean, think about it, right? If I wanted to lie to you, I would make it more believable, right?
That is true.
There's nothing
I've heard
more
a lot
far
more.
fetched than the truth.
That'll. Well,
I tell you this because I feel like somewhere deep in your little sneaky information grubbing heart that you really care. And they do need your help to save the city. And I remember the Harpers. I don't really know if they're still a part of my time because, like I said, destroyed. But you guys could do good.
I couldn't imagine a time when the Harpers wouldn't be needed, but I also have to divulge that I know Ogric asked you guys to stop in the dwarf town. We have Harpers everywhere, and if it weren't for us, sometimes these people in power, I don't think they'd make the right decisions for the people. But if you wouldn't mind, I do have a friend named Thwip. He's a gnome that kind of, keeps to himself. They're an Iron Master. You should stop in and tell him I said hi.
Sure.
He might have something he needs some help with, but like I said, he seems to live there year round. He's kind of
Is
the
he-
eyes and ears up there, and so if you could kind of tell him what you've seen here, he'll make sure it gets to the right people.
Yeah. If he's as easy to find as you are, then it'll be great.
She kind of sarcastically laughs about that. I'm only easy to find when I want to be found. I knew you were looking for me.
Yeah. I say the same thing. It's great. But from one thief to another. And he like puts his hand out to shake.
Yeah, she definitely shakes your hand, and she gives you when she shakes your hand, there's a pin in it. It's one of the Harper's pins. She'll be like, that way Thwip knows you're not lying.
You
And who
couldn't
knows?
tell if I was.
Maybe you'll join the cause someday.
I doubt it. I'm more of the mysterious lone wolf type,
That only lasts so long.
Yeah, but I'm here for a good time, not a long time. What is the name of the priest? I forgot. I'm sorry.
Eric.
Derek?
Yep.
Okay. So one nice thing before I go, this Sarah guy, he's like setting off all of my alarm bells, and no one else seems to notice it. Am I just being paranoid, or is he actually like as shady as I think he is?
I think he's a genuine follower of the triad, and I think that he tries his best to help people. I just think sometimes some of his self-consciousness and some of his fears get in the way.
Okay. I just don't want to get stabbed in the back by a priest. It happened before. I don't want it to do it again, especially not in the past, because I think that messes up stuff. I'm not too sure, but thank you, and
Thank you. Safe travels.
don't get caught.
I never do. Did you see her kind of like slip into the crowd?
Okay.
Remy.
I'll walk away under my breath. I'll be like, well, I caught you twice.
Resnick, let me see if I can find you a good map.
No rush.
Can you say map?
Do what
Yeah,
now?
because he wanted to know how close some of these
Map
towns are
on the
to each
map,
other.
on the map.
Muy bien.
Wiper, no swiping.
Oh man.
The moment you said that, I put that.
Man, are there no good maps in this thing? Jeez. What's this region again that we're in? I don't know why I keep thinking Waterdeep. What's the bigger region, Dave?
Balls deep.
Sword Coast.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Balls deep.
Let's see how well this comes up. Oh, it's too big.
That is not what she said.
I guess for the purposes of this, so where Sirik wants to go and where Ogric wants you to go, we'll just say that it's slightly out of the way. Same direction,
Okay.
headed up
All right.
north.
So it's everything's south.
Everything
From where we are,
south.
everything's south.
Yeah. Cool. Anything else you guys want to go over? I know that I need to DM you guys about the god stuff. Anything else before the night ends? I like where I'm at is you guys are probably going to be heading off next session. Is that accurate?
I imagine
Yep.
so.
Okay. I'll have some stuff. I'll have some stuff to DM each of you guys that were in the temple. Actually, I'll probably have some stuff to DM all you guys about like how you guys have impacted history with what you guys have done here. So, is there anything else that you guys are curious about? Any questions you want answered? Next session will definitely be some more fighting. And you guys, in the stuff I DM you, there might be some more story plot that you guys will get. So.
I'm good.
Cool.
Let's all go streaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I would probably have is just, I guess, more info on these tattoos and if it's gone and if I've managed to gain any of my spell slots back, any of my former strength.
Yeah, that is definitely, I will have that in the DM for sure.
Cool.
We might do a couple rolls. We might do a little bit of like role play stuff too in the chat to figure out what some of the outcomes are. Glad you rolled a nat 1 though.
Yeah. Hey, DM. I reminded you that I rolled more than one.
Yeah. I know, right? I'm so happy you did too.
God.
So great. So I've just to divulge, guys, I have these tables for if you guys die, and
Wow.
there's pros and cons on the tables, and yeah, Caracas got a really good one, so I'm really happy about it.
Crazy. I will never die.
Or say no.
There's a pretty good chance I will.
Sure.
I've got a 3-day weekend. I hope you guys enjoy your 3-day weekend. If you guys want to do any D&D, just let me know. I can try to make something work, even if it's just a one shot. But I'm a planner, so the more time I have to do anything, the more it helps.
I plan. I'm being drunk.
Well,
I don't plan on that.
I
I really don't plan on that.
Yeah, you guys have a great Memorial weekend.
You too,
Be
man.
safe.
Yeah, have a
I'm gonna
blessed
be
one.
working, so you know. Be safe. Don't be too
Just on
drunk.
vacation.
Yeah.
I'll try not to.
I will DM all you guys. Thanks for being here.
Hey,
Thanks
thanks
for
for
DMing. Thanks
As
for
always.
running.
Yeah, no problem.
As
No problem.
always. Hey,
No
you guys
problem.
have a good one. We'll talk to
You
you
too.
soon.
See you guys
No
next
problem.
week.
Take it easy, gents.
Later, everybody.
Yes.
And with that, we end another week of this wonderful campaign that we're going through. Oh man, I was completely out of it today. So much going on. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what ends up happening with my character now that I'm hopefully getting some answers to what happened to me and how it's going to be fixed. We'll see what happens. On that note, please make sure to hit the like button if you liked watching this, if you are enjoying our little campaign that we are delving into. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified when I go live every Thursday. And on a final note, have good initiative rolls. Have a good one, everybody.